Oh. I'm back. Regretfully. But, I do want to try and beat this game as soon as I can. I'm tired of just having it be just something I'm stuck on. So we're gonna do something to kind of help with that. Alright. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Alright. So first things first, we need a plan. So this is gonna be the same thing. What the fuck? Let's do a bit of a curveball. Wow. That's an old ASDF movie skit done in Source Filmmaker with FNAF characters. Why? Why? Okay. we need a plan. That's where this comes into play. Oh, cool. It's not actually. There we go. So, as you can see here, this is something I also kind of want to bring up. I use Spider's resource for a lot of my thumbnails and stuff. I also use it to kind of help me get the colors and stuff correct for characters and stuff like that. It is generally a helpful resource, as its name suggests. But even if I don't necessarily need to credit some of the people who kind of provide this stuff, in all the descriptions of every playlist I usually have links to the places where I get the stuff. So, we've got 4 animatronics here. Let's get something smaller. This will all make sense soon enough. Just stay with me here. So, I know this is a weird start to a stream where I'm supposed to be playing the game, but I was given the suggestion from my friend at work. So, I'm going to be making a flowchart here. Oh, that makes him goofy. Alright. Okay. There's Freddy. So this guy, I feel he's the easiest for me to deal with out of the whole fucking bunch. He's... It's going good. I'm just doing little drawn. I'm gonna try and make a flowchart of a plan. And I'm gonna try and do this as quick as I can. Yeah. In regular gameplay, he's the easiest to deal with. Because Freddy, you can just keep track of him from just what you're hearing. Just listen. He only sort of becomes a problem when he's at the right side door. And even then, you know, he's still sort of easy to keep track of. This is Bonnie. Bonnie is tied with Chica for being some of the most difficult to keep track of. Yep. Yep. here is Chica. These two are tied with being the most difficult to keep track of because their noises aren't always dead giveaways on what exactly they're doing. So, you know, all the random footsteps could be them moving, either of them moving anywhere. There's a lot to kind of deal with them. Here. Here is Foxy. He's troublesome in his own unique way, and it's only further amplified by the chaos that Bonnie and Chica can cause. Okay. So. God damn it. There we go. So these are our 4 culprits here. Foxy, despite having an eye patch, is one you need to keep an eye on the most. Yeah. So, I can keep track of this guy. We need to do this. I can keep track of this guy very easily. It's like dining, bathroom, kitchen, hall, corner. Takes 5 laughs for him to reach a point where he can attack you. And then he switches between these 2. That one and that one. Once he reaches this part. So, him I don't have much of a problem with. The rest of these 2, there are noises. The noises that they make don't necessarily give me as much information as I want it to. Yeah. Well, you're... Oh, yeah, right. I was typing stuff here. Okay. So, these guys... The noises are inconsistent. Footsteps... Do you hear footsteps? It could be either one of these 2 going further away or closer to you. It doesn't necessarily tell you what room they're in, which that part is intentional. I'm okay with that part, but in general, you know, that part sucks. Also, in regards to the noises they can make in the corners, I don't think that happens every time they're in the corner, where they make the possessed robotic sounds, like if they do, then that is useful information. It tells me one of them is at either of my doors. But, you know, it doesn't tell me which one's at which door. Again, that's perfectly fine. You're supposed to kind of find that out yourself. But for the most part, I have no idea where these 2 are going to be. And because of their noises being inconsistent, it makes me paranoid that when I hear something, I'm going to accidentally miss something. Yeah. I could just pass off a noise as being nothing, and it turns out it was one of them moving to my door. What are the other problems I had with them? I think that's really... Yes, exactly. No specific audio cue to approaching or retreating, only indicates movement. This is a horror game, so that checks out in its favor, but it would be nice... Left 4 Dead, for example. I love the fact that you can tell which infected is going to spawn depending on the noise that you hear. Just audio cues, like You can tell which one indicates that a smoker spawned, a boomer spawned, or a hunter spawned after enough times of play. I do kind of wish that there was something like that here, but I also understand that that might detract from the horror. Then there's this guy. This guy. The dreaded of all these runs. Because he's the only one that can just attack me outside of my cameras. That too, they do sometimes stay at the doors for a bit too long. But yeah, this guy's the dreaded because he's the one I'm trying my very best to keep at bay because of the danger level he possesses. The guy, not the purple one, but a guy nonetheless. Yep. You have no idea what he's doing unless you either look at the camera or he kills you. No sound, unless you have your left door closed and he just decides to try and attempt to kill you, in which case you hear him attack the door. But then that just means that, hey, you got lucky, shitfuck. So no data given unless I do what I'm supposed to do with them and check the cameras. Which is why I'm trying so hard to keep the cameras focused on him. He's the threat. These guys... This is how I'd label them. He's the biggest threat. I want to try and keep him out as much as I can. These guys help him. They do their best to make sure I keep distracted long enough so that he doesn't get... I don't get in his way. Then this guy, while he is the easiest to deal with, he is also the assassin. You need to keep track of where he is using his laths. And there are times in which you could lose track of which state he's in. It's why whenever he reaches lath 5, like this one, I instead bring it to binary. Where, you know, there's he has an off state and an on state once he reaches these last two. So he's the easiest to deal with, but he's also the most cruel when you slip up because you're focusing on so many other things. This guy, and this guy. Wish there was a small audio cue for when he starts running to office, but I guess that'd make dealing with him too easy. Yeah, that makes it more of a reaction test than anything else. You can either just get lucky and guess, you could see him run down the hallway, and then it becomes the most tense reaction test. Or, you just see his curtain open, you close the door, and then you activate him. Or he just comes in and kills you. So yeah, highest threat, lowest threat, but still a dangerous threat. If anything, these guys occasionally, he switches threat levels with these guys every once in a while. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about the danger they possess. So that's kind of why the strategy that I currently have is what it is. So yeah, that's how that starts. That's how I try to start the night, because that allows me to keep the cameras active for long enough while also not wasting as much power. And then, this has been my regular loop. The dash isn't appearing. So this is how I keep track of. This is how I do it to try and make sure that he doesn't come out, and I keep everything else out at bay. Meanwhile, I'm keeping track of how many laps it's been. Yep, Freddy capitalizes on any mistakes you make. So then, the strategy that I need to try and come up with, because I'm getting so close to beating this night and then I just lose power. So I need to try and figure out how to keep things looking good. I think I may have an idea though. It is at least something I want to try out. Uh, this just means, like, close right door, switch cam to Freddy, and then start the next loop, which I think is, I think I need to continue with the loop but do it better, because second loop idea is that because I don't need to close the door if the camera is on Freddy. Alright, where am I going with this? There we go. So, I think this is what I need to try and do. Because the way I was doing it before in the previous stream, my tactics shifted whenever Freddy was at the door, but it was more of like, I'll close the door to check on Foxy. However, doing that wastes power, because then it would be at 3 bars instead of 2. And here comes the final part. Because I'm using Chica to check on Foxy, because that way, if I check on Foxy while Chica's at the door, Freddy will go back 1, potentially, if he does, attempt to try and move once I take my camera off him. And since that means that he is no longer ready to attack me, I can go back to loop 1 and just worry about that until it happens again. That, I think, is what I need to do. So now that I've done all that planning, I think it's time we attempt to put it into action. Which is gonna be the sad part. Because who knows, maybe all this planning is gonna be for naught and I'll still be on this night. But I think it's worth a shot. I also do want to stop timing myself. Which I don't necessarily want to stop timing myself. I want to see how far I make it with each attempt, but this way I can actually just completely focus. Yep. Time for some experimentation. Okay. Bonnie is staying at the show stage for a long time. I'm just gonna switch to the strategy. Okay, Freddy's already out, which means Bonnie is out. Freddy's in the bathroom. Nope. Kitchen. He's already in the East Hall. Someone's close. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna, yeah. Chica's here. I think Chica actually left me alone. Ooh. Chica's in the kitchen. Chica's outside. Chica is no longer outside. Someone, Bonnie. This strategy does actually let me know where one animatronic could potentially be. Chica's right there. Oop, fuck. I was too fucking slow on the draw. Kill me. Yep. God damn it. Okay. That one could have helped me get to the end, except for the fact that Bonnie jammed the door quicker than I could close it. It was as soon as the light went out that I knew that I was in deep shit, and it was confirmed when the button stopped working. Because I've noticed that if you have the light on and then all of a sudden it stops without your input, an animatronic has either appeared at one of your doors or they've entered, which that part is new information. Right. Check Discord real quick. Yep. Nothing's happening. Take 2. Alright. Dining. Yeah. Almost missed it this early. Someone's close. bathroom. Okay. That's why I had to check and make sure. Because I heard him a little bit in the kitchen, but now he's in the east hall. Ooh. I don't like those wet thumbs. Ooh. 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 Oh. Fuck off, Fredersons. Please. Please. I think that's my closest attempt yet. I made it further into the 5th hour. Please. Fredbear, have mercy on my soul. I'm so scared right now. Please. Oh no. Oh no. Damn it! Fuck you! Okay. Just gonna check some stuff real quick. Alright. So I think that strategy worked a hell of a lot better. Yeah, unfortunately Mr. Fazbear had other plans. How long was I on that 5th hour? Like, how long between it changing to the 5th hour and me noticing it, or pointing out that it was the 5th hour? Okay. Around 53 seconds from 5 a.m. to power off. That's not bad. However, that meant that I probably once again had my victory snatched. My defeat was just handed to me on a silver platter, just in the nick of time. Okay, let's see. That is a pretty decent, like, even with that very rough estimate, that's still a decent amount of seconds for it to have still been night 5 before power outage. Because I feel like I usually get like at most. Okay, wait. A minute 30 is from 12 to 1, and then to minute 29 for each hour. And when I did my timer thing, the longest, or the lowest amount of time that I would have left on that clock before the power went out was like maybe 45 seconds. That also has a bit of human error in it, because I obviously can't have the timer start as soon as the game starts. But since it's 45 seconds, that means that 15, 35. I think I was probably hanging on to all that power in the 5th hour for longer than I have the previous times. So that means I think we might be onto something here. I just need better luck. Bonnie is really insistent on staying there. Okay, there we go. Time for another 8 minutes and close to 55 seconds worth of time investment. He's already in the dining area. He's in the bathroom. In the kitchen. is out of the kitchen. He's one step away from being in attack range. Hi, Chica. This might not be the winning run, but I'm still gonna give it a good old try. Always pay attention to when the light instantly stops. However, I think Bonnie is draining way too much power from me. Oh, whoops. Okay. I got very lucky there. I should not be alive, but I still am. I would say I'm still standing, but I'm pretty much just sitting here. Menacingly. Or as menacing as I can be to a bunch of killer animatronics. How about let's not flicker the camera too much, man? I still don't like that web thumping. I almost tried going for the thing again. God damn it. Bonnie snuck in. I need my arm to be dexterous. Yeah, I know. I have one thing that I'm going to try. It is gonna be stupid, but I think it will help. Alright. Oh, wait. Where'd you go? No, chat. Chat. Where'd you go? Okay. Going to try this again. Now this time, you're still here. What I'm doing I have two monitors, and I usually have it so that my left one connects to my right one in such a way that this is my right screen. This is what I'm primarily focused on. And now I can't go back through here because I have, at the moment, shifted it so that I have to go up to kind of check up on this window. I just need to make sure that I put everything back once I either stop playing this for the night or when. Alright, let's give this another attempt. So now I don't have to worry about accidentally overshooting. So let's go with further confidence and further accuracy. Already pretty smooth. Freddy's laughed once. The danger ambience is already a bit loud. Freddy's in the bathroom. He's in the kitchen already. He's in the hallway. This way, especially since I can't overshoot, I can now just continue moving the thing even if I have my mouse all the way to the left, since it will not appear off the screen of the game and thus continue moving it. Oh, god damn it. This is not gonna work out in my favor. Fox is already in stage 1. My power is being drained by fucking Bonnie. Let's try that again. Yep. we can afford to move a bit more sloppily. However, I also have to get pretty lucky with the animatronics moving away as soon as they're blocked off, which means that they have to be slow enough that I can go to the door and close it, and for them to be fast enough to move as soon as the door is closed. Someone's already at one of the corners. Second last. Oh my god, Bonnie. Thank you. Back for round 2, eh? He is in the kitchen. He's in the hallway. Bonnie back for round 3. Shame that he's reached this point now at 1 a.m. instead of at a later hour. Jesus Christ, Bonnie. And now it's Chica. God, guys. think I got lucky. God damn it, Foxy. God damn it, Bonnie. I just need this to last me a bit longer. I'm not happy with you and your gang, Freddy. I'll be perfectly honest with you. You guys are being a bunch of bitches. Here comes the disappointment. Here it comes. He's coming. Here it comes. Yep. Fuck you, Freddy. I need to check something real quick. Okay, max time for Freddy to kill FNAF 1. Okay, I just have to look at the wiki. Okay, power outage. If I can look elsewhere. Yeah, yeah, that is what I said. I know it's completely random. Give me the max amount of time, please. Okay. Phase 1, before reaching door. Freddy waits for 20 seconds before appearing and moving on to Phase 2. Every 5 seconds there's a 20% chance that he'll appear earlier. Okay. So, every 5 seconds, 20% chance to appear. Max amount of time is 20 seconds. Phase 2 is him reaching the door. Same kind of deal. He will play his music box. Every 5 seconds, it's a 20% chance that he will cut it short and move on to his next phase. Max amount of time for that is also 20 seconds. So if I get lucky and both of those were max, that's 40 seconds. Phase 3 is about to attack. Every 2 seconds has a 20% chance to jump scare you and restart the game. And it doesn't say the max amount of time that he waits before he actually kills you in that. So I am just getting really goddamn unlucky. Because 20% is a 1 in 5 chance. The first 2 phases, his max amount is 20 seconds. But there's a 5th chance every 5 seconds that he moves on to the next one. And then the last phase, every 2 seconds, it checks that it does a new... Every 2 seconds, there's a 20% chance of death. That one doesn't have an end, but because it's checking it more, there's a higher likelihood that you'll die sooner rather than later. But if you were to somehow get really unlucky, I guess maybe you could survive all the way to the end. It would be very unlikely. Hell, I'm just barely getting unlucky enough for him to just fucking murder me outright. So 40 seconds max for him to reach the complete blackout part. And then I just have to hope and pray that I do not die after that. That helps out more than just seeing, oh, this is what the power gauge is. This is, shit like that. Worst part is, learning all this, I can't tell if I'm jinxing myself or not with the luck stuff by just talking about it and trying to figure out how I should go about it without bringing a curse upon me. I'd like you to check the hall lights quicker. Dining. Ooh. Okay. Freddy is in the bathroom. Kitchen. Oh. Oh. I'd like my mouse to not glitch out. Oh. Oh my god, why is my mouse glitching out? He's now out. Jesus Christ, Bonnie. My mouse is glitching out around here. Actually, you know what? Okay, it's just in general glitching out right here for some unknown reason. Okay, now it's no longer glitching out. I'm just gonna close Discord. Is there anything else I can close? That's not gonna help much though. I know this game contains noises. Dining. Bathroom. Kitchen. I think I closed the door on him just in the nick of time. Holy. Chica again. Good thing she's at that door. Once again, Freddy at 1 a.m. 64% at 1 a.m. 2 a.m. Sorry, my bad. Didn't mean to be wrong. That didn't help much with the power problem. This is not looking good, I think. Made it to 4 a.m. before I reached less than 20% power. That actually might be good. Just depends on how I handle this. Okay, it is 5 a.m. Before... Oh, God. Oh my God. Don't fucking scare me like that. Okay, sending it, please. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Yeah. Victory lights. Oh, fucking finally. Yeah. Oh. Thank God. The fifth stream of Five Nights at Freddy's let me beat the game. Who would have figured? Maybe that's why I was failing so many times. I just needed to reach like the full length of what my streams usually take and just have 5 of them and I win. I am going to do custom night, but in a different way. First, I'm just gonna set things back to normal. Fuck. Get back here, chat. Okay. Jen, you're coming back over here. Yeah, exactly. This is night 5. Alright. Gonna bring that up. Gonna relaunch the game. Now there is still a very high chance that I don't get this. Very unlikely. Because... Ooh, I could set them all to 0. Alright. Final thoughts on this game. Well, nights 1 through 5 are like the quintessential experience of this game. That's the scary stuff. I've heard someone mention before that I believe it was specifically a video talking about why Security Breach was not a well-designed game. Nights 6 and Custom Night were mostly designed to be challenges, with Custom Night letting you create your own challenge. So, you know, honestly, 6th Night is gonna be much fucking harder. I did not know how hard it was gonna get, though. You just vibing, yeah, I need to check on Foxy once in a while. That's kind of why I'm still sort of flipping the cameras up. I could just sort of chill here. So, yeah. And I'll admit, kind of it kind of started near the later attempts on night 5, and especially going on through night 6. I did kind of lose the kind of spark-ish of sorts for this game, but I will say it was a challenge, and I'm not skilled at all. So honestly, I was just begging for death due to that. But aside from that, the game does its atmosphere very well. I still love it. I still love these uncanny designs. These are my favorite designs in the entire series. It's not just because of nostalgia, and it's definitely not because the other designs are terrible. It's just these resonate with me the most. Found it. It's apparently like... Oh, now it's his nose. Okay. It was a bit underneath his nose from where I was originally trying to click it. And this game's atmosphere holds up. It does, of course, get tedious the more you die. And especially when, you know, there's so much time investment in this game, especially because this game has the longest nights out of all of the other games in the series. So attempting to take on that challenge was probably not the best idea for me, but I wanted custom night unlocked. Here I am. Without cheats. There are cheats that I could have just done at any point to just make it 6 a.m. But that's lame. God, I'm so happy to have this game done. I can move on to other horror games, where I will continue to fail and ruin the horror experience for me, but I will still love the game because of Stockholm Syndrome. Alright, so there's another aspect to this game that drew a lot of people in when it was first released. The fucking lore. I've since kind of stopped caring about the lore for this game. It's gotten too complicated, and all the lore stuff that I know of kind of drops off after Citrus Location, but even then, you know, I consider games 1 through 6 to be the prime series. Those are most definitely, or probably, the only games of the series I will play. Yet, we lay this game to rest and have Night 6 completion as a trophy. Hell yeah. I didn't make the flowchart that I wanted to make. I could have made it much nicer. I wanted it to be much nicer, but I was already almost spending an hour on making that. Lore, there's a guy, and he's herbal. Yeah, definitely the lore. Yeah, just as a kid, I loved, especially when it... Oh, Bonnie's missing. Especially when it got to, like, the points, or in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, where people were actually getting more lore tidbits, especially in, like, the death minigames, which further added on to the design of the series. All of that was fucking fun to just absorb. And I know a shit ton of lore about mostly the first 4 games of sorts. And Chica's missing. And Bonnie's missing. Bonnie is... Bonnie's somewhere. The fuck? Don't do this to me, game. Okay, there he is. Okay, But yeah, that kind of shit just doesn't leave your brain. Or at least it doesn't leave my brain. But, you know, with what, Security Breach has tried to do and stuff for the series, it's, you know, Bonnie despawned. Man, I wish he did that when I was playing through the fucking night. This game is well designed, especially when you consider the backstory on how this got created in the first place. This guy was in a dark place when someone fucking critiqued his game, saying the characters are too stiff, like they're animatronics. And in a last-ditch attempt, made a big old middle finger, going like, you think these characters look scary with their stiff animations? Boy, have I got news for you, buddy. And I'm so glad that he did that, because this game kind of brought back the I was about to say Left 4 Dead horror scene. What I meant to say was let's play horror let's play scene, because this still nowadays we come across it, but a lot of people just make random walking sims with just jump scares that you're more supposed to experience and accidentally die at a few times than you are actually playing a game that horrifies you. That was especially prevalent in like the early 2010s, before 2014 and this game happened, and it brought the scene back. And as a horror game enthusiast, I love that. Okay, he's in the closet. Haha, he's in the closet. That ain't an animatronic. Now this is an animatronic. Yeah, he very much did that, didn't he? Yeah, this game. Hi. Wow, I'm actually quite surprised that you reached my door. Did I screw myself? Nope. Sorry, I lied. I'm fired! Yippee! Thanks. Speaking of Bonnie, yeah. All in all, I hated playing through that 6th night, but I'll admit, it was a nice feeling of finally being able to beat it. It just sucks that it's a lot of time investment. And as someone who already is impatient as is, and also struggles with time management stuff, that sucks. It sucks. But overall, good first game. If you died on 4-0 after beating 9-6, that would have been hilarious. Yeah, I would have murdered something. And it would start with B. The actual reason why they were still able to move those, because at certain hours in the night they do get an increase in their number. I don't fully remember off the top of my head, but that I believe Bonnie and Chica get it twice, and I think Foxy only once. Freddy doesn't get anything at all, so he just stays there. He would have been the only animatronic not trying to actively kill me. I would have had to waste all of my power for him to just take the advantage. So yeah, all in all, good game. Good game. Fucking finally. Now I can draw a fan art of me beating the shit out of Freddy. I look so disappointed, Bramble. We beat the game. I should probably change that sprite to her regular default sprite, because that makes the jump less jarring, because her head will be raised up more and just leans it back a bit. There's the yellow bear. Yeah, thankfully / unthankfully, we have not encountered Golden Freddy until I did that, which was only done, if I recall correctly, because people were going... There's a secret ending to the game if you put 1987 for custom night. And so he technically kind of proved it, but it was more like a troll, because the game's creator became a massive troll. Beat up Foxy since he was the bigger threat. Yeah, he was the biggest threat, but I barely died to him. That was because I was keeping him in check most of the time. It was really just running out of power due to Bonnie and Chica, and then Freddy killing me close to 6 a.m. every single time. That would be a fun piece of fan art to figure out. Anyways, done streaming FNAF for the night. Next up on this next up on this Fright series of streams, I will be playing through Silent Hill, because I want to start going through those games as well, because I want to actually watch videos on them. But I've imposed this stupid, dumb rule on myself that I should not, aside from a few instances, FNAF, I am only able to actually watch other people play these games if I beat them first. Trying to give myself an authentic experience. So yeah, next up on this stream type is going to be Silent Hill, but the next stream that I'm doing tonight is just more Bound Break. Thank you for joining me, Golden, on this momentous occasion. I'm so glad to have that over. If I see you next stream, cool. If I don't, I hope you have a good rest of your night.